Hello friends, those back pages here. I hope you're well. It's getting closer and closer to showtime, and I cannot wait. The show is next month, about 33 days to go, depending on when you're arriving. Some of us earlier, some of us later. I don't know if you can tell by the title of tonight's episode, but I want to talk a little bit about some accountability. I got in some mail, and I don't know about you guys, but when I get my mail in, I'll let it sit around for a bit, open a bunch at once. I'm much like my wax. I don't have any rush to open it, but I mean, there's more of a time sensitivity because you want to make sure you were sent the right thing, and if they're raw cards, you want to make sure they're not totally wrecked or destroyed or scratched up or whatnot, whatever it may be. But as I'm trying to focus more on the She Blinded Me with Refractors approach to collecting, going with quality over quantity, and it's not easy. I did do some reassessment on some stuff on my watch list. I had a bunch of snipes set to go off tonight, and I decided to cancel them in an attempt to do what I was just talking about. So I did finally pick up my first new flip CSG slab, and I guess I'll go over that first. There's no real order here, but I was one of the few, well, minority, not few, the minority that actually liked the green flip. I liked it. Green happens to be my favorite color. For some reason, I don't collect green refractors. It's something I hem and haw and go back and forth on, even as early as this week. But anyway, a lot of people said, "Oh, that the flip is too big." This is called the flip, by the way, guys. If you slab lingo, the piece of paper there with the card description, the item description, the grade, sometimes why. But this was universally disliked. Some people, because the barcode and the serial numbers on the back, so the front led to some scams, like someone could steal the picture, yada yada yada. Those aspects are. This is a beautiful bench rookie, by the way. JT got this for me over back in the springtime. Now it's embarrassing what I paid for this. 3 blasters, less than 3 current blasters. But anyway, that is disliked by a majority of the collecting community. So, unfortunately, they went ahead and changed it. They rescaled the grading system, and there's plenty of videos on that. And changed. What bothered me more is that they changed the flip. So they got rid of this green flip, and went ahead and introduced this black flip. This is the card I picked up. Nice sepia rookie cup of Ronald Acuna in a fine 9. And I'm so grateful that we're now at a point where 9s are hated again, because I was able to get this for $15. And because I wanted to own one of the black flips and get my own opinion on it, see how it looks. It's the same size. You know, the plastic. Thankfully, the plastic has not changed. I've said this before. They have the best plastic in the game. This plastic is essentially it's glass. It's unbelievably amazingly clear, and especially on refractors, it really boom boom booms. But you know, could it be better? Yeah. I mean, it does. If you've been collecting slabs long enough, it just screams GMA, which is not a real company, not a real grading service, but have been, you know, in the game for a long time. So, I mean, they made this top black bar really big, I guess, to give the appearance of having the flip be thinner. At least they moved the serial number and the barcode to the front. The back has the QR code. Cool sticker. Reminiscent of old school PSA slabs with those stickers. But, you know, I buy from all four companies. PSA, CSG, SGC, and BGS. If I had my choice, you know, I would PSA, then CSG, then SGC now is, in my opinion, is past BGS. You know, I don't have a BGS here handy, but I just cannot, you know, I cannot get over the bag in the slab anymore. You know, it's almost like a super glorified top loader or magnetic. You can't really see the card inside the bag, inside the slab. But I guess, you know, that's, everyone has their own opinion on that. Yeah, so, you know, the main driver for tonight's episode, as I had gotten in, like I said, I'm trying to get more of a, not high-end, because it's not, you know, the stuff I'm buying is not necessarily high-end. It's certainly not high-grade. But I don't know about you guys, but me, I'll get cards in, I'll look at them for a little while, and then, you know, all right, let's hunt on. That's the next thing we want to own. And I got something in that I actually sat down and I spent a good 5 minutes looking at it, almost literally. And I got two things in the mail on the same day. And then I opened the other package, and it was actually the same package that had this. It was like I bought a combo with the card. Then I'm about to one of the cards I'm about to show in this. You know, you win something from a seller, you check out what else they have. You know, especially if they're sellers that accept offers. Like I always say, if you don't offer, you don't get it. You know, Michael Scott, you know, quoting Wayne Gretzky, you know, you don't make 100% of the shots you don't take. So you have to shoot your shot, take your shot at it. If the seller has the best offer option on his listing, their listing, send an offer. Don't worry about offending somebody. You're offering to give them real money for cardboard. Anyway, so I got in these two slabs, and I opened this one first, and it's from 1997 Bowman's Best. It's a Derek Jeter card number 1. So the first card ever in the Bowman Chrome brand. 1997. So this is, you know, 25 years ago. So this card is 25 years old. And it's just so shiny, guys. I mean, it's just so shiny. And after looking it over, it's off center, obviously. I think there's a little dimple right there you can't see. I don't care. It's an 8. It's a grade 8. It being an 8 saved me a bunch of money. If this is a 9, I probably don't own it, if I'm being completely honest. If it's raw, I don't think I own it either, because I've gotten some raw stuff in that's just... You know, JT always says it. What do these people do to their cards? These new cards, like 2022, 2021. The refractors are all scratched to hell and everything. But, you know, very happy to have this in the collection. I'm really starting to look at more Jeters again. It's been a while. So yeah, I got that in and I spent a lot of time looking at it. And then I had more mail to open, so I was like, all right, well, let me open the other mail. And it was, you know, this Acuna. And it was, excuse me. It's from 2017 Bowman Chrome. And it's a blue refractor Albert Pujols that's numbered to 150 on the back there. 54 of 150. And so it's 20 years newer than this one. 1997, 20, years later, 2017. And like I said, I got these on the same day in the mail. So I spent a good 5 minutes looking at this, and I spent probably 15 seconds looking at this, if that. It is so flat. It's not even... it's just flat. I mean, let me see something if I can wing this here. Good old LED magnifying light. But I mean, it's night and day. It's unacceptable. It really is unacceptable, the difference in these two cards. 20 years apart. Why something that was 20 years older is so superior to now? And I get old cars, yeah, I get it. But, you know, this is supposed to be a blue refractor, numbered to 150, super special. I mean, it's got blue tint. It's not very blue. But, you know, for showing purposes, it's 20 years. It's the same product as Bowman Chrome. It debuted in 97 and is made to this day, even though the format has changed over the years. It is unacceptable that the build quality is that much poor. You know, we're coming out of a phase now. You know, it's not 2 years ago anymore. You know, there are people dropping out. There are people fading out, leaving, selling out. They're pissed off. Their stuff's worth less now. You know, that's a discussion for another episode, but I just wish there was something we could do to hold Topps accountable. And, you know, I pester them on Twitter. You know, etching, because, you know, here's another one I got in from 2004. I mean, look at that. The build quality on this is just unbelievably good. And, you know, this is not numbered. Just a base refractor. But it was right in 2007 is when Topps just got super lazy. You know, back then I collected draft stuff and prospects and everything. And I remember opening a case of 2007 Bowman Draft, and each pack had chrome in it. And when I got finished, I'm like, something's off. And it was then I realized that they had removed the etching. So I no Twitter in 2007, but message boards and I don't remember if MySpace was still a thing by then, but we talked about it on the message boards and other places, emails and stuff, and it was just embarrassing. And it's quite frustrating because we deserve better. We support Topps. Topps is in business because of us. And, we're going to be here when the Flip Boys and the Pelly Boys and the Pumpers and everybody else, when they're all gone, we're going to still be here collecting. It's very frustrating. It makes me angry sometimes because, this old man yelling at the clouds, fist in the air, meme, inserted here, whatever. But let me see if this light helps. I don't think it will. It's too bright. Whoa, that's bright. But yeah, there you go. I mean, it's in person you'll next show you go to, not so much at the LCS you go to, but take a look at these old refractors. These, like to call it like the pre-Trout era. I guess technically 08, 09, still. One more thing to complain about because, hey, why not? We're complaining, right? I got in some other mail, and I got it in, and it was almost and I've talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it again. I had never owned this card before. I've never owned this Jeter refractor. I might have somewhere. I might have an Alomar or a McGriff in storage somewhere, but anyway, I've talked a lot lately about Topps Gold and how it started in 2001. Well, it started technically in 92, and then 93 Jeter had a gold parallel, but it wasn't really until 2001 for the 50th anniversary of Flagship that they started numbering them individually. And I got this in the mail. It's a Jeter, card number 100. And, it's numbered on the back 1859. I don't know if you can see it right there. It's not really showing up well. It's machine stamped 1859 of 2001. And, it's a little rough, but it is a PSA 7. These are... I wish I had a raw one handy. I should have brought one out, but the build quality is amazing. Again, I don't know if this will show up, but it's actual, not real gold, but like gold leaf or gold foil around the edge. The name, the Topps 50th logo there in the upper left, the borders of the card. It's glossy, but it's almost like a 3D. You can see the the ridges there in the gold, and it's just a well-made card. I wasn't collecting when these came out, so I don't know how difficult the odds were, but I would say they're not, they weren't super easy, but they weren't super difficult either. And so they're numbered to 2001 because that's the year they came out. That's the cool thing about these. And you can buy these raw. I have a raw copy or two, but I like slabs. But these aren't really subject for counterfeiting because they're individually stamped. Not that that'll stop somebody if they, want to scam. They want to scam. But so I got that in, and I was like, and I had, I'm making a Z Folio, a gold Z Folio for myself because why not, right? And I was putting some stuff away the other night, and just trying to make this look better. So I was putting some cards in the Z, and 2022 Topps Series 1. Like this one, I pulled one out for demonstration purposes. But yeah, so this is a 2022 Series 1, Flagship Series 1 Topps Gold Ohtani. And you can see there's no gold leaf, it's pretty much flat. I mean, it's like iced tea colored brown. I mean, it is at least it is individually stamped there, 757 of 2022. So they've gone up 21 per card over the the last 21 years, which is fine. I mean, you got to remember with these things, they're not just because the print run is 2022 on this. It doesn't mean they're all going to hit the market. There, whoops, I knew that was going to happen. But yeah, they're not all going to hit the market. Not all the wax is going to be ripped. Whereas with these, same deal, but now 21 years later, some of them have gotten destroyed, lost in collections, thrown out, yada yada yada. It's just, we deserve better. Not to mention how difficult Topps Gold are now. You don't even get one Topps Gold hobby per hobby box anymore. It's not guaranteed to get one. Back in 6 years ago, you would get 4 or 6 in a hobby box. Now you don't even get one. Never mind, it's still 330 card set. The math stuff gives me a headache, but we deserve better, Topps. We deserve better. So I also got in, so that's the Ohtani. So then I also got in the 2002 Topps Gold Jeter. And again, even more, it's shaped like the wave. The outside there goes around. It goes around intricacy around like the I can't think of the name of it, but that the swoosh up there and stuff. The gold. It's different. It's you can see the picture itself is glossy, and then the gold part is kind of like matte, almost like a matte finish. It's not quite matte, but it's two-tone, versus all just one. It's embarrassing, really, when you 20 years apart. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And again, this is that's numbered nice on the back out of 2002. I've done a lot of thinking. I think that these two, it's embarrassing. I think that these two cards, probably my favorite Jeter flagship cards. I like hitting. I don't like don't like horizontal. I don't like fielding cards in general. And then horizontal fielding cards are worse. It's just, and it's funny because, people that make fun of Jeter, that don't like Jeter, and that's fine. I mean, it is what it is, right? But everyone's, he sucks in the field and this and that. But here we are with Topps. Is 92, 93 he's fielding. 94 is the quad card, I think, with Chipper, but he's at the quad card. 95 he's fielding. 96 he's fielding. 97 is a horizontal, he's throwing. 98 he's fielding. Touching second, throwing the first. 99 he's fielding. 2000 he's fielding. 01, 02, 03 he's fielding at Shea, throwing over Burnett. 04 he's standing in the field with his hands up over his head. I don't need to go over the rest of it, but you know what I'm saying. So in 2013 he's hitting, but 15, like the card they put after he retired, he's arms up in the air after they won. 14, his last card. Technically, that's that gray area where it's, he's swung, hit the ball, disposed of the bat, and is in the process of running to first base. So I don't know how you want to classify that, but it's a shame. So I'm trying to, obviously it would be great to have everything ever, but I'm trying to stick to the stuff I really like, and that's hitting. Now, will I pass on something because the player is not hitting? No, not if the price is right. Duh. But we deserve better. That's the bottom line here, is that we deserve better, and I wish there was some way we could get it across the Topps. It comes off that their employees or most of their staff have no clue of their history or what collectors want.